Hey everyone, welcome to our low tide adventure in Galveston, West Bay.
We are hitting the shallow spots near the Causeway, Tiki Island, and Bayou Vista, showing how to navigate these tricky waters when tides drop way low.
Good.
Bring him in.
Boom.
Woo! Woo!
You will see reef, lack of markers, and tips on launch spots like Louie's Bait Camp and the Tiki boat ramp.
Plus the Causeway, the old train bridge in action, Duck Bend Low Bridge, and Fat Boy's Bait and Tackle.
You will see tons of killer drone shots and all of this geography, making navigating these shallows a whole lot easier.
Stick around for real tips to keep you safe and off the bottom.
Welcome to Drone Hypnotics. I'm Kelby.
I'm Courtney.
We're a married couple who quit our 9-to-5s and are traveling full-time in our off-grid travel trailer.
Join us as we set out in search of beauty and hidden histories of the most iconic landscapes in the western U.S. region.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Here we go.
Check out these drone shots of Highland Bayou marshes in the Duck Bend Bridge area in Bayou Vista. Tides are super low, dropping the water to just a foot or two in spots.
Makes navigating tough with all the hidden shallows, but if you stay smart, you can get through.
We're launching at Louie's Bait Camp. It's a good spot with a small fee, easy to access the bayou.
Louie's Bait Camp features a private boat launch ramp that includes parking, suitable for boats and kayaks, and ideal for boaters heading out into the Highland Bayou.
The ramp is supported by an on-site bait shop, typically open only on the weekends, with live shrimp, mullet, and other bait fish, plus supplies like aerators and hooks, making it convenient for boaters to gear up before launch. Once out, we cross under the bridge near Louie's and head towards Duck Bend Bridge in Highland Bayou near Bayou Vista. Boats can get on plane in wider areas, but watch the tight choke point. Lots of folks run through fast, but this can be very dangerous.
Homeowners have put up no wake signs, and on busy weekends with kayakers around, it's risky to blast through. We always take it slow, no wake.
There have been several serious accidents over the years in this very particular spot, so be sure to stay safe on the water and keep an eye out.
Now check out this close-up of Duck Bend Bridge. It's slow, and a typical bay boat like ours barely squeezes under at high tide.
If yours sits taller or has a tower, you might not make it. Check your boat's air draft first. If you cannot fit under Duck Bend, you are stuck. There is no other way out from here.
These drone views show you the bayou and low tides. Jones Bay out there can drop to 1 to 1.5 feet in many spots heading to the ICW.
If your boat drafts more than that or cannot run shallow, skip this route and launch at the Galveston public boat ramp instead.
There are no markers in some spots, so use GPS or charts, stick to known paths, go slow, and watch for color changes in the water.
You'll need to trim up, keep eyes peeled for grass or mud. Low tides expose hazards, but that's also when fishing heats up.
We're going to try to cut across Jones Bay. It's shallow, shallower than we've ever done it, but we're going to cut across Jones Bay from this bayou here and try to get to Fat Boys and get some live shrimp.
All right, let's do it. Like Kelby mentioned, we're now cruising from the Duck Bend area in Highland Bayou straight through Jones Bay to Fat Boy's Bait and Tackle.
It is shallow out here, but if you know the spots and got good tracks laid in, you can make it without issue.
If not, Jones Bay is full of reefs and hazards that can ding your lower unit or worse, so be careful.
We are speeding up our camera clips so you can follow our path, stay vigilant, and go easy on the throttle.
As we cross Jones, we approach Tiki Island, where we navigate towards the man-made canals to continue towards Fat Boy's Bait and Tackle. These canals provide safe navigation through the shallow bay.
Tiki Island's canals stem from the Intracoastal Waterway dredging, offering direct access to Galveston Bay.
The canals have varying depths, with some as shallow as 4.5 feet. Boaters should use the south side of Tiki Drive for quicker routes to open water.
These canals enforce a 5-mile-per-hour no-wake speed limit to safeguard bulkheads and are public areas patrolled for safe boating, swimming, and fishing. All right, everyone, we're out here. Drone Hypnotics, Kelby and Courtney. Beautiful Jones Bay and Galveston West Bay. Just another Texas beautiful bay, underrated for its fishing. Very good fishing out here. There's a lot more people. It's a little more populated. It's not like Laguna. It's not like far down south, but there are some monsters that are out here. I've seen them myself, caught a couple good ones. We seem to hook up on a lot more flounder out here, so you can really nail the flounder.
We arrive at Fat Boy's convenient canal side dock where we love to pull up and load our bait well with fresh, lively shrimp.
The shop has friendly staff there ready to assist. They have a good selection of live bait, dead bait, artificial, and other tackle needs, as well as snacks and drinks.
The bait stand offers beautiful scenic views of Galveston West Bay as you wait for your bait.
And heads up, the tide pool here can be extremely intense, so make sure you tie up securely when leaving your boat behind to head into the store.
Over at the Galveston public boat ramp near Tiki Island, also called the Tiki boat ramp, it is a solid free launch spot.
As of early 2026, it is open, but check for temporary closures. Piers are unsafe and blocked, so ramp is only open for now.
There are no special requirements beyond general boating rules. They are working on fixes to get it fully operational again.
After launching, you've got to navigate these shallow cuts to hit the ICW or Jones Bay. Our drone shots show them clear. All right, as we're coming out from the ramp here, it's very shallow on either side. As you can see though, there's a gut 7'5" right here. So we're going through it real slow, just marking our track while it's this low. But if you notice up ahead, there is a white ping, and that ping does show you the right side of the canal.
Stay in the channels, but reefs are everywhere. Visibility kind of sucks when the water is murky and the tides are low.
Go slow, use polarized glasses to help spot the shallows and avoid stirring up mud.
We love flying the drone out here, capturing these wild low tide views and exploring new spots.
If you're digging this video so far, the one free thing you can do to support this channel's growth is hitting that subscribe button. It'll mean a ton.
We'll now go check out the Galveston Causeway, the Drop Bridge, and North Deer Island. Heading towards the Causeway now, right by Tiki Island, check out Tiki Tom's RV park. It's great for crashing with easy bay access if you're traveling.
Over on Tiki, folks got that bridge giving them direct shots to the deeper Gulf water. It's perfect for bigger offshore boats.
Bigger center console boats, especially with T-tops, cannot fit under the Duck Bend Bridge. If you are an offshore fisherman wanting canal living, Tiki is going to be the move.
The little difference between Tiki's bridge and Bayou Vista is Bayou Vista, you can barely get through it in our bay boat. So if you want to have a big offshore boat, you're going to have to get you a place in Tiki. They have built bulkheads along the canals to keep the silt from piling up. This helps hold back erosion and keeps things navigable.
Now we are at the beautiful Causeway, the link between the mainland to Galveston Island.
Check out this old train bridge. This is the Galveston drop bridge. It's actually dropping down right now. Came up to get a shot of it and it is operational. Pretty cool. It's a bascule type built back in 1912 as part of the original Causeway.
It carried rail and cars at first, but autos moved off in 1939. Now it's just rail, still running strong in 2026.
It is owned by BNSF and Union Pacific. Opens on signals for boats. Vertical clearance is closed about 8 foot and then 300 feet wide open.
These bridges provide great fishing. The structure is perfect for redfish and such.
Watch as this bay boat slips under even when it's down. Tight fit.
And here is us drifting under as a train rolls overhead. Wild shots from below.
desperate. I catch oysters and I get excited thinking I've actually caught a monster flounder.
It is fun.
Oh, fish on.
You're on?
Got one. It's a flounder.
Hold on.
Keeping him down. I'm keeping him on the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
Bring him in.
Boom.
Nice. Woohoo! Woo!
Live bait. I needed that. There he is. Wrapping up our West Bay low tide run, we finished the day fishing North Deer Island, a few reefs in Jones Bay, and then enjoyed the sunset at Highland Bayou mouth by Duck Bend.
What a day! Navigating these shallows pays off with spots like this.
If you've watched this far, you are a legend. We would be honored to have you join our journey.
The easiest way to help is to hit that subscribe button. It's free and it keeps us going on more adventures to share with you guys.
Like if this helped, comment down below your favorite memories in Galveston, your low tide tips, share it with buddies, and we'll see you next time.